Welcome back to the potato fields of Perthshire. Well, it's another glorious sunny day. The sun is shining, the skies are blue. It's 7:30 in the morning and it's already 20 degrees, which is 70 Fahrenheit. So I thought I'd get out early. I've got a few hours. Not been having much luck recently. I'm also going to add a little video that Mr. Cleggy sent me, which is a new machine or a new extension to the XP DEUS 2 machine, which is coming out sometime soon. So stay tuned and have a watch at the end of the video and let me know what you think. Right, let's go and see what there is to be found. As ever, I'm on the same version with the XP DEUS 2, which is version 0.71. I've still got a long way to go to do an update. I'm going to put it on speaker today because, well, it's not because I've forgotten my headphones, because that would just be ridiculous. I'm just doing it to give you a better sound experience. That's my excuse at least. So ground balance, as ever. Program number 3 seems to be my go-to, sensitive full tones. I've got the 13-inch coil on, as usual, sticking with that. And what do I want? I want to change the audio to square tones. And then we're good to go. So let's go and see what we can find. It's taken all of 25 seconds and we're straight in with the first signal. It's a wee chirpy 85, 86. It doesn't sound like the deepest nor the biggest of targets. As you can see, the ground is finally nice and moist. We've had a lot of heavy rain, a lot of thundery showers over the last few weeks. Well, the last week, not weeks. But until that point, it had been bone dry for almost 8 weeks in the fields of Perthshire. What's going on here? What is there? We've got a clod. We do. We've got a clod shot. Now that looks like one massive stone. What's that right there? We've got a bullet. Find number 1 is a bullet. Probably from a 303 type rifle. A lot of soldiers here during the Second World War and the First World War, particularly the Second World War in this area. We've really got a chance of anything in this field because there's been Roman, there's been Bronze Age, there's been medieval, and lots of Second World War and First World War era items as well. So who knows? It's a good start. Oh, and date-wise, well, the 303, if that's what it is, was introduced at the very end of the 19th century. Still made today, but it was replaced as the choice for the British Army sometime in the 1960s. It used to be the standard calibre of bullet. We've got a nice sounding target here. $81, could be maybe a halfpenny or such like. Dare I say. Definitely sounds coin-like. It's got a nice crisp tone to it. Well, I've moved it, it's out. So let's have a wee look. Nope. Is that it? Nope. Is that it? That is it. Ah! It's either a coin or a button. I think that's a coin. It looks like it's got a wee milled edge on it. Well, a little bit of an imprint. Is that a farthing? 19 something. I can see a date. What have we got on this side? There's definitely a head looking to the left. I think it's George the Sixth. Alright, excellent, excellent. That makes up for several hours of miserable detecting. Where is my brush combo? Here it is. Give it a brush first. Yep, it's definitely George the Sixth. You can see him looking to the left hand side, and on the reverse there is going to be a little wren. There is going to be a little wren, which is one of the smallest birds in the United Kingdom. I love these little coins. You don't get very many farthings. Back in the old days, a farthing was a quarter of a penny. Quarter of a penny in the date of 1939. So, the beginning of the Second World War. Initially, they called the first stage of the Second World War the Phony War, because not a lot happened, but then it did very rapidly. 1939, that's also the year that George the Sixth travels to the US, becoming the first British monarch to visit after we lost the Americas, which was what, back in 1776 or thereabouts. So, sore losers, quite possibly, but that is a lovely little coin, quarter of a penny, on the eve of World War II. Great. There hasn't been much happening for the last hour, but we've got a wee chirpy 81, 84 there. It's not the best of targets, but it's been quiet. Well, still there. 84, 86. Oh, potato. Right, we're still in there. Let's get a wee spadeful out. So nice to have wet ground. Ugh, I don't know if I'm in the right place here or not, but let's get the pinpointer and find out. I am in the right place, so let's do this gently. Getting close. Oh no, I'm not in the right place. There it is, right there. God, I was miles out with that one. It's a bit of lead. Oh, might be a wee... Oh, I've had something like this before in the last few months. It's like a little gaming piece, or a little lead weight, I think. Certainly that's what people seemed to suggest last time I found one. Right, get you in the sunlight and get the old toothbrush out. Don't see any markings. Oh, ho ho, we've definitely got markings there, look at that. We've got 4 dots, sorry. 4 dots and a cross. 100%, that is nice. What is that? That's surely a gaming piece. Look at the shape of it. I think the last time I found one of these it was plain, but you were on between... I think about half of you thought it was a gaming piece and half of you thought it was a coin weight, potentially. But that to me looks like a gaming piece with that little X or cross and 4 dots on it. Now, how old could that be? Medieval? Could it even be older? Could it be Roman? Could it be Iron Age? Well, that is a nice find. That's a very nice find. I like that a lot. So, another one, I think, for the museum. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Well, that is really nice. I think that's going to be at least 500 or 600 years old, and it could even be a couple of 1,000 years old. Brilliant find. Not even a great signal for a big chunk of lead. We've potentially got a bit of silver, or a bottle top, or a spendable. or a Georgian coin. Right, I'm pretty much covering all the bases. 92, 93. Ah, I just knew that was going to be stony. Right, let's get that out and see what happens. Still in there. Oh, we're out. We're out, and it's a lovely sounding 94. Can't even get my spade in the ground. There we go. A lovely sounding 94. Ah, what is that? Copper pipe. Ah, it is. I think it is anyway. Oh, that's a shame. It's not full of silver coins, is it? Last time I found something that was shaped kind of like this, it had 24 silver coins in it. Or thereabouts. No, I think it's some sort of water pipe. Slightly flared at one end, but yeah, I think that's what that is. Oh well. Okay, we got another one. 91, 92, 94. Is it going to be another bit of copper pipe? Oh, maybe. It is. Don't believe it, it actually is another bit of copper pipe. Look at that. Oh well, what are the chances? Bigger diameter than the last piece. Not like a million miles away from the last bit. Yeah, definitely smaller, look at that. So, irrigation, I'm guessing, for the farmers. Well, that is us for another day's digging. Pretty delighted with that little lead item, which we'll have another look at in a wee minute. I should also add a huge thanks because I've pushed on beyond 29,000 subscribers, and I'm hoping sometime soon I'm going to hit 30,000. So when I do, I'll be doing a bit of a giveaway, so stay tuned for that one. And also I really need to do my update on the XP DEUS 2, so first chance I get, which is hopefully going to be in a week or two, I am going to upgrade or upload, what's the word I'm looking for? Update the XP DEUS 2 to the new version, which I think is 1.1 or 1.01. So I'll do a full day's dig on that, and I'll let you all know how I get on with it. So let's have a wee look at the finds from today. Oh, and don't go anywhere because I'll add a little information about a new XP DEUS 2 gadget that's coming out soon. So here are the best of the finds. Well, the stuff that isn't either iron or aluminium or tinfoil. But we've got a couple of bits of probable irrigation copper pipe. We've got ourselves a little bullet. We've got a very nice little farthing, a quarter of a penny of George VI, with the lovely little wren on the back. 1939, I can only think what people must have been wondering in Perthshire back then with the outbreak of the Second World War, either looming or already having kicked off. And then the find of the day, find of the week, arguably the find of the month. That is some sort of gaming token, or possibly some sort of lead weight. And that could be very, very old. It's got a cross and it's got 4 dots, a little bit like a hammered coin, so that's making me think that it might well be medieval. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Right, let's go and have a look at the new gadget from XP DEUS 2 that's coming out soon. Well, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on the latest item to come from XP, which fits onto the XP DEUS 2. It's called the Extreme Hunter, and Mr. Cleggy sent me a link to this, which is kind of ironic because it looks incredibly similar to the White's TM808 that Mr. Cleggy lent me to try and find my silver coin hoard. And it can achieve a depth of 5 metres, which is about 15 to 17 feet. So I'm going to need one hell of a spade to try and find any of the items. Now, so far they haven't come out with a price for this item, but as you can see, you need an XP DEUS 2 to bolt it to it. It says that it's relatively light and can be used all day, and from what I've seen online, it looks like the retail cost is going to be somewhere between £1,800 sterling and £3,600 sterling. So let me know your thoughts on this item.